Hi, YouTube family and friends. This is Diana, and we're continuing with the Barry Morphew preliminary hearing. And so here we go. The text messages are on the screen. September 1st. Need your prayers for peace today. Been a tough day. Suzanne texts to Sheila. Later on, Suzanne wrote relationships. He pulled Macy in again and left. My heart hurts for her. Agent Harris said, according to Sheila Oliver, Barry would try to get the girls on his side and pit the girls against Suzanne. You know, I had heard this before. I don't even remember where, but I can't remember where I've seen that. The text messages are on the screen. Oh, that's the same thing I just read. Lunch break. Court will be in recess until 1:30 p.m. Agent Harris is now looking over exhibits 3 through 13, which are screenshots of text messages. Lunch break is over. Agent Harris is back on the stand. Back to text messages between Suzanne and her best friend, Sheila Oliver. Suzanne told Sheila didn't know what would set Barry off. Agent Harris said Suzanne told Sheila that when Barry turned off his phone that she had a suspicion of him having an affair. Okay, so this is where I'm thinking the spy pin comes in play. She had a suspicion of him, and so I think that's why she put the spy pin in. Text message from Suzanne. I'd live in a shack right now. I'm sure he won't make it easy. He has always wanted control. So he always wanted control. We're seeing that. We're seeing that he was on the controlling side. The defense attorney is wondering what time these text messages were sent. And these are screenshots, so they were not able to tell them what time. I think I just read the one, I'd live in a shack right now. You know, that sounds pretty dire. Agent Harris mentioned that Sheila told him in 2018 Barry allegedly pushed Suzanne into a closet and put a gun to his head and asked her if this is what she wanted. Oh man, that's getting really deep right there, Barry. That's where the control goes too far. So he had pushed her into a closet. Agent Harris said Sheila and Suzanne spoke almost every day. I'm trying to type all of the text messages shown on the screen before they move on. I'll post some soon. According to Harris, when Suzanne told Sheila that she wanted to leave Barry, he would respond by saying, how would you pay for things like your medical bills for cancer? Agent Harris said Sheila and Suzanne spoke almost every day. Okay, here I go back to reading again. Things that I've already read. Well, that sounds horrible. How would you pay for things? And he threw the 70 by 70 at me, scripture reference. How many times they should forgive someone else. Always using scripture when it's convenient. This is another text to Sheila from Suzanne. Okay. It's Jekyll and Hyde again. Me and Mal were together last night. Probably switching it on when he talks with her. Ugh. I feel like I'm crazy. I just had a conversation with him. Pretty much told him I can't be healthy and stay in this. Otherwise, she's saying this is making her physically ill. Now speaking about Suzanne's affair, Jeff Libler and Suzanne reconnected after Suzanne reached out via message and said, howdy, stranger, then spoke mostly on the phone. This is September of 2018. They became physical in February of 2019 in New Orleans. Agent Harris said they didn't have sex on that trip but fooled around in the hotel. They visited each other a total of 7 times in 6 different locations. One was in Florida when Suzanne was visiting her father in 2019. So 7 times. That's not a lot. That doesn't sound like a crazy affair in any way. I mean, it sounds more to me like she's wanting out of the situation and he's somebody that she can lean on. Week May 5th through the 10th is where Suzanne and Barry Morphew were alone. Suzanne dropped Macy off in Gunnison with her sister Mallory for their road trip. Libler and Suzanne would message each other on Linked. Libler said on May 6th, "I know these next few days were going to be rough." They also sent pictures to each other. So he's totally supporting her. You know, he's being very supportive. I think he was probably somebody that she needed a shoulder to cry on at the time. Who knows how far it would have went. I'm just thinking that that's what he was there for. Now speaking about Suzanne's affair, Jeff Libler and Suzanne reconnected. Okay, we've got that one. We've got that one, Lauren. We can move on. I bet she's having a hard time trying to get this out of that courtroom as fast as she can. Text, SM, "I feel bad. I don't want to cause him to have to do this. There's just become a point that the reality of what never been there is sovereign. And I've accepted what is. He can't change the core person you know. Makes me wonder what the young me was thinking." So she's thinking back and thinking she knows exactly what he's like now. But what was she thinking back then? Because things have turned tumultuous between them. And so, yeah. The last communication from Suzanne was at 14:11 on May 9th between her and Jeff Libler on Link. This was her last communication. May 9th. That's her last communication, you guys. So she was still talking to Jeff. I think she's just going back over everything now. Yeah. So that's it for this session. So what do you guys think? Look at this last one. "I feel bad. I don't want to cause him to have to do this. There's just became a point that the reality, what never been there, is sovereign. And I've accepted what is." Uh-oh. Yeah, there was a lot of turmoil going here, guys. So anyway, let me know what you think. Boy, there's a whole lot to digest after today, and we've got a few more days of this. So please comment below and tell me where you stand on it. Thanks for joining me again. Bye for now.